Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are going to be synthesizing a massive batch of updates from across the daytime drama world. Now, if you follow the soaps, you already know there's always action, right? But honestly, recently, the news off screen has been almost as dramatic as the plot lines on screen. We're going to start wide with some major industry news, specifically the massive real estate changes completely shaking up Hollywood production right now. And then we'll zoom all the way into the Emmy red carpet before dropping right into the absolute latest, most explosive plot spoilers. So let's just get right to it. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. A new home for B&B. 2. The 2026 Daytime Emmy nominations. 3. The Forrester Spencer feud explodes. And 4. Heartbreak, drama, and Monaco. Section 1. A new home for B&B. So to really understand the gravity of this relocation, we need to trace the timeline a bit. Since its premiere way back in 1987, The Bold and the Beautiful has produced over 9,600 episodes at the historic television city. I mean, think about that. That is literally decades of drama under one single roof. But last year, the show was forced to find new digs over at Sunset Las Palmas Studios. Why? Well, it's because the iconic television city lot is gearing up for some impending, massively disruptive property renovations. Hackman Capital Partners actually finalized their purchase of the property from CBS back in 2019, and that transition is finally forcing some truly legendary productions to just pack their bags. And the sheer scale of this move is absolutely staggering. We're not just talking about putting up a fresh coat of paint here. Hackman Capital Partners planned a jaw-dropping $1.25 billion renovation. Billion with a B. Their goal is to feed the enormous appetite of modern streaming services and heavy visual effects productions, which includes expanding the old lot from its current 8 sound stages to a massive 15 sound stages. So, that kind of intense construction meant The Bold and the Beautiful simply had to relocate its half-hour production down the road. Executive producer and head writer Bradley P. Bell actually shared a really great sentiment that beautifully grounds this massive corporate move with a human element. He recognizes the extraordinary 38 years they spent at Television City, but he also emphasizes the show's long-term recommitment to the heart of Hollywood and the state of California by officially setting up their next chapter at Sunset Las Palmas. Section 2. The 2026 Daytime Emmy nominations. Now, looking at how the heavy hitters stack up this year, The Young and the Restless is leading the pack with an incredible 18 nominations. But right on its heels is Beyond the Gates with 15 nominations. And honestly, what you really should take away from this is just how massive that number is for Beyond the Gates, especially considering this is its very first eligible year at the Emmys. It is making quite the splash, to say the least. Rounding out the top 3, we have General Hospital, coming in strong with a solid 13 nominations. To ground all this data in some familiar faces, let's take a quick look at a few of the top nominees for Outstanding Lead Actor and Actress. We're celebrating absolute legends here. You've got Eric Braeden continuing his powerhouse run on YNR alongside Michelle Stafford, plus beloved favorites like Scott Clifton and Heather Tom securing well-deserved nods for B&B. It's just a stellar lineup, and it promises a highly, highly competitive race when those envelopes are finally opened. Section 3. The Forrester Spencer feud explodes. Okay, so back on screen, the corporate fashion war is heating up to an absolute boiling point. We are looking at a direct head-to-head battle. Forrester's highly anticipated new couture line is finally hitting the runway. And why is this happening right now? Well, it's to directly answer the threat of Hope's new startup, simply titled Logan. This business rivalry has some deeply, deeply personal undertones, and the battle lines have been firmly drawn between the two iconic families. And man, that corporate tension, it completely boils over physically. This is such a crazy situation. During a heated confrontation sparked by RJ over at the bikini bar, Will Spencer throws a wild punch, but it accidentally lands right on Eric Forrester. Eric goes down, leaving literally everyone panicked. Ridge and Donna are frantic, of course, wanting to get him straight to the hospital, but Eric stubbornly refuses medical help. He insists it's going to take a whole lot more than a punch from Will to knock him out. But, as you can imagine, an assault on the patriarch is definitely not something the Forresters are just going to take lightly. So, the immediate, dramatic fallout from this incident is severe. These families were already on edge, right? But Brooke completely unhinges over the feud. She goes absolutely brutal on Katie. In a truly shocking moment, right in the Forrester living room, Brooke tells a devastated Katie that she is the one who wanted this war, and then flat out tells her she is no longer part of the family.
Katie is left in absolute shock. And Bill Spencer? Well, he is completely disgusted by how Katie and his son Will are being treated. Section 4. Heartbreak, Drama, and Monaco. Aside from all those corporate feuds and physical altercations, there's a deeply emotional storyline unfolding too. Daphne receives a devastating, truly heartbreaking medical diagnosis that completely shatters her plans to start a family with Carter. She leans heavily on Steffi for comfort during this incredibly difficult time. Meanwhile, Steffi's dealing with her own chaos. In a desperate attempt to get some distance and handle Forrester business, she literally drags Finn to Monaco. Her main goal is to keep him far, far away from the influence of his biological mother, Sheila Carter. But hey, if you know Sheila, you know she doesn't do distance well. Sheila actually follows Finn all the way across the globe to Monaco, perfectly setting the stage for a highly dangerous international confrontation. So from massive $1.25 billion studio relocations in the real world, to Emmy nods, all the way to flying fists and stalking in Monaco on our screens, daytime drama is firing on all cylinders right now. As the lines are drawn and the drama spills from the Los Angeles boardrooms to the glamorous streets of Monaco, we are left with a burning question. In this ultimate soap showdown, whose side are you really on in the Forrester versus Spencer war? Think about it, and we'll see you in the